I've dealt with anxiety for most of my life, and I've always viewed it as something that I need to manage or try to get rid of. But the more that I try to control my anxiety, the worse it usually becomes, which then would breed even more anxiety. In this video, I'm going to share the surprising way that I was able to overcome my anxiety and start living a calmer and more peaceful life. So this might be controversial and counterintuitive for some people, but the way that I was able to overcome my anxiety was by fully feeling it. It's a bit of an oxymoron because what I found is that trying to overcome anxiety and will it away actually doesn't work. And this has been my MO for my entire life. I would experience anxiety, try all these different methods to try to will it away, and then it would fester to this point where it almost became overwhelming. Well, I'm sure you've heard the saying, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That was me until it finally got to a point where I recognized this and I decided to try something different. I decided to lean into the anxiety instead of trying to run away from it. And to my complete shock, it completely dissolved my anxiety the first time that I tried this method. Here's what it looks like in practice for me. When I'm starting to feel anxious, I take this as a cue to stop what I'm doing and to go find a quiet place to be with this energy. I sit down and I close my eyes and I just start focusing on my breath. After I've dropped into my body, I start scanning it to try to identify where I am feeling the sensation of anxiety. And then I start breathing into it and I allow the anxiety permission to take up space. I visualize the energy moving through my body with each breath until it gets to the point where the energy is no longer concentrated or stuck in the original place that I had identified it. And that's kind of the point where I start noticing the anxiety starting to dissolve. Sometimes while I'm breathing, I'll ask the anxiety questions to give it an opportunity to have a voice. Usually this looks like me giving gratitude to that emotion and asking it what it's trying to protect me from. I'm always really surprised at what comes back, and it's usually really actionable steps for me to look into. For instance, the last time I was feeling anxious and I sat down and did this practice, what came back was that I'm doing too much and I needed to slow down. I'm so grateful for this new relationship that I've cultivated with my anxiety because it's really allowed me to get to know myself better and to be able to honor my needs. All the years that I was trying to get rid of my anxiety was really an effort to ignore this part of myself that was trying to communicate an imbalance in my life. I think sometimes when we're in it, it's hard to remember that our bodies are so intelligent and that the energy or emotion that we're feeling is a way for our body to communicate with our minds that there's an imbalance happening. I hope this video was helpful for you and that it sparked some curiosity to try this method the next time that you're feeling anxious. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you enjoyed the content and you would like to hear more from me in the future. Thanks for watching.